Hey guys, Alan here with a quick message. This is a re-uploaded video, and I just want to explain to you guys why we re-uploaded this video. We got flagged for copyright. This happens every now and then. Either Disney or some other group that's associated with Star Wars will flag our content, and obviously what we're doing is commentary. It falls under fair use. We could probably win the battle in court should it ever get to that, but obviously we're a tiny channel. We can't really fight Disney or whatever company is filing the suit against us. And also the system within the YouTube program is not really designed to help out smaller creators like us. So what we do out of principle is basically take these videos down and then re-upload them with a few edits so that hopefully won't get flagged again. So if you've seen this video again, sorry for the re-upload. If you haven't seen it, well, I hope you do enjoy this video.
Hi friends, welcome back to another episode of Generation Tech. My name is Alan. So whether you hate or love the Star Wars Rebels cartoons, you really need to check out the episode Twin Sons. It's truly a great story that showcases the relationship between two of the most interesting characters in the franchise. This video will have spoilers about the episode, just to warn you. So, to recap quickly, for those of you who haven't been watching the Rebels series, Darth Maul has evolved, or perhaps devolved, into something different. He's no longer the mysterious Sith assassin he was in Phantom Menace, nor the crazed lunatic and eventual leader of the Mandalorians like he was in the Clone Wars cartoons. He's just a broken man, an empty shell of what he once was.
It's been years since I've spoken to anyone.
He's single-mindedly driven by one thing, and that's revenge. He wants to kill the man who took everything away from him, Obi Wan Kenobi. Old Ben, on the other hand, has just been meditating and contemplating on the Force. The rest of the galaxy thinks he's dead, and he wants to keep it that way. He has two purposes in life. One is to guard Luke Skywalker, and the second is a mission assigned to him by Yoda.
In your solitude on Tatooine, training I have for you.
Training?
An old friend has learned the path to immortality. One who has returned from the netherworld of the Force. Your old master.
Qui-Gon?
How to commune with him, I will teach you.
And so the battleground is set. Obi-Wan has an extremely important purpose, one with galaxy-wide consequences. Maul's purpose only serves himself. Maul eventually tracks Obi Wan Kenobi to the planet of Tatooine. He has trouble locating exactly where Obi-Wan is, so he uses his connections with Ezra Bridger to draw him out. Defying the orders of his superiors, Ezra is tricked by Maul and lands on Tatooine. He becomes stranded and almost dies in the middle of the desert and forces Obi-Wan out of hiding. Obi-Wan explains to him calmly, as only he can, that it's not Ezra's job to single-handedly win the war. His responsibility, no, purpose, is to protect and help his crew complete their mission. And at the same time, he explains to Ezra Bridger that he can't join the rebellion. He has his own destiny to fulfill. It's then that Darth Maul appears.
You must go now.
I led him to you. Let me make it right.
That is not your responsibility. I will mend this old wound.
Mend this old wound. I love this line because it really fits the situation and really reflects the relationship between these two adversaries. Maul has leverage on Obi Wan Kenobi, something that few have. He's killed his master Qui-Gon Jinn and also killed the woman he loved. In the past, Maul has used this connection with Obi-Wan to his advantage. Obi-Wan Kenobi is a master at Form 3, the defensive form of lightsaber combat. It's most in tune with the Jedi philosophy of self-defense and peace. It's with this form that Obi-Wan Kenobi won some of his greatest victories. But this form requires discipline and patience, and when that disappears...
Your master Qui-Gon Jinn, I gutted him while you stood helpless and watched. How did that make you feel, Obi-Wan?
Obi-Wan becomes unbalanced and is a less formidable fighter. He often even switches into Form 4 Ataru, the way of the Hawkbat, an aggressive form taught to him by his master Qui-Gon Jinn, which honestly isn't his forte. This battle is a test for Obi Wan Kenobi. He has a chance to finally end the threat that is Darth Maul, but he also must prove that he has the tranquility inside of him to forgive and forget this man for all the damage he's caused in his life. Maul, on the other hand, lost everything after being cut down by Obi Wan Kenobi. His potential was halved as he was disconnected from Palpatine's favor. As he descended into insanity, his personality bisected into madness and hatred. But it was his hatred for Obi-Wan that separated him from the Aimless, and it was his lust for revenge that held them together. Anyway, he was still a cut above the average Force user when it came to dueling. In an earlier encounter, he easily faced 3 Inquisitors at a time and gutted one of them. He was even able to go toe-to-toe with Ahsoka Tano and blinded Kanan Jarrus. Now back to the confrontation. Maul confronts Obi-Wan, and they have a short but powerful dialogue in which each character's motives are again clearly laid out.
If you define yourself by your power to take life, the desire to dominate, to possess, then you have nothing.
These words force Maul to draw his saber out in anger. Anger that acknowledges that Obi-Wan's words ring true. Obi-Wan stays motionless as Maul tries to figure him out.
Why come to this place? Not simply to hide. Oh, you have a purpose here.
There was a time where Maul would taunt his enemies into attacking him. But this time Maul's dialogue is different. Instead, it's searching for something. Purpose. It's all about purpose. Everything is about purpose. And when Darth Maul finds out about Obi-Wan's purpose, he becomes filled with jealousy and hunger.
Perhaps you are protecting something? No. Protecting someone.
Maul knows about the Chosen One, the real Chosen One. It isn't until Obi-Wan senses this threat to his purpose that he draws his own lightsaber out. The two square off, and Obi-Wan Kenobi quickly cuts through Maul's weapon and mortally wounds him just after 2 parries. He manages to catch him before he falls to the ground. Dying, Maul's anger extinguishes and he experiences a moment of clarity. The two finally connect, and we realize they both had a common enemy all this time, Palpatine and the Sith.
Tell me, is it the Chosen One?
He is. He will avenge us.
Darth Maul dies because he has no purpose, and Obi-Wan Kenobi's purpose is so great that he can never fail. It's a bittersweet ending to this epic tale. Ironically, the weight of Darth Maul's own burden has been lifted off his shoulders and added onto Obi-Wan Kenobi's. But instead of weighing him down with this burden, it almost strengthens his resolve. So many people depended on him to protect Luke Skywalker. Ezra also finds his purpose. He realizes that he doesn't need to get involved in every fight. His purpose is to make sure his friends and crew survive and they're successful in their ultimate mission. This is a central theme that Disney really loves. I mean, look at the recent Rogue One film where the entire cast dies. But that's okay because their role is very straightforward and simple. They're just small cogs in the giant machine which is the Star Wars franchise. I mean, Rebellion. And the Rebels cartoon is very much similar in their purpose compared to Rogue One. I'm actually surprised they didn't do any cameos of the Ghost Team in this movie. Essentially, they're all second stringers, created to support the main Star Wars franchise. I mean, Luke Skywalker, Leia, and Han Solo. You know, the central figures in the Rebellion. When we actually see all the sacrifices that were made so that Luke Skywalker can destroy the Death Star and turn his father to the light side and hook up with his sister. Like, several times. I mean, we don't even know what happened in between the movies. They could have full on, "Let's Marvin Gaye!" Oh my god, what if Snoke is the son of Luke and Leia? We all know that incest drives people to the dark side, so it makes sense with his parentage like that. You guys should put that on Reddit. No, I'm just kidding, don't do that. It's a terrible theory. Anyway, all of this really makes me appreciate the scope of Star Wars. And lastly, purpose is a noble theme to build a franchise on. So many movies, TV shows, and let's be honest, YouTube channels are built on just pure entertainment and clickbaiting. It's frustrating. When the world gets crazy and we need to retreat, we go to Middle-earth, or Gotham City, or Lego Gotham City, and if those places become polluted as well, where else can we go? These intellectual properties, these stories, need purpose themselves. So guys, I always appreciate the fact that you come and watch us, and I really do appreciate all you guys who are our subscribers. I take every chance to be grateful for this opportunity to entertain you guys and provide you guys with good content. So, thank you very much. We're growing very, very quickly, and you know, I see a lot of great things in store for this channel, so I hope you guys stay tuned for that. And as usual, guys, if you're watching this, you are Generation Tech.